According to CX Network's 2017 Digital Marketing Trends Report, customer experience ranks first as the most exciting opportunity for businesses for the third year in a row. At 22%, it is ahead of content marketing, mobile, personalization, and social marketing. And it's no surprise that the customer experience ranks highly. Studies have shown that companies that follow through with customer experience strategies achieve increased revenue, higher customer satisfaction rates, and fewer complaints in general, and more referrals. So customer experience is described as the sum total of all experiences and interactions that a customer has had from your business relationship. However, some tutors fail to wow their clients, and they really don't think about the customer experience. And this is mistake number 29. Hey there, you guys. My name's Joanne Kaminski, and I've been tutoring reading online since 2010. And since day one, my students have always told me, is our session done already? It went by so fast. You know, kids are having fun when this happens. It makes them feel more comfortable getting onto the next session with you. And this is awesome because when your students are enjoying their time with you, they talk positively about the tutoring with their parents, and then their parents refer you to other students. It really is a win-win. So, how can you wow your clients so that they are referring you over and over again? Well, first, let's take a look at the qualities that an online tutor needs to have. Then, we're going to discuss how to surprise and delight by using a personal approach. And lastly, how to give a great first impression. So let's take a look at the qualities that an online tutor must have in order to be successful. First, you need to be empathetic. You need to understand what it's like to be a student who may lack confidence, feel stressed, be overwhelmed, or just not understand the material. Second, you must be honest. Don't hesitate to say that you don't know about a particular concept. I mean, trying to bluff your way through is only going to hurt the student and your reputation in the long run. Number three, you should be enthusiastic. I mean, if the tutor does not display like a love for the subject that they're tutoring, I mean, how can we expect the student to enjoy it, right? So come to the session with a positive attitude, and guess what? It's going to rub off on your students. Four, be a good listener. And the tutor should develop good listening skills so that they better understand their students' misconceptions and the errors that they are making. Five, ask good open-ended questions. So as a tutor, you should ask the student questions in order to evaluate their understanding. For example, before I start teaching phonics skills, I ask a student if they know what a vowel is. I can't teach phonics without this in place. If they tell me the names of the vowels, I begin introducing them to the different vowel patterns that are out there. Number six, you need to encourage independence. So you don't want the student to rely on you at all times, right? You can't go into the classroom with them. Let them know that they have to put forth the effort to benefit from the tutoring, and give students strategies to be independent and more effective learners by having your student look at how they think and learn, how they study, and how they manage their studies with the rest of their life. And seven, be patient. This is probably one of the most important characteristics of a tutor. Never act annoyed that a student does not know something. Even if they ask like the most basic question, always demonstrate your own patience. Number eight, maintain confidentiality. So any personal information like medical conditions, handicaps, test scores, that should just be between you and the student unless you have parent permission. 9, you need to be a motivator. I mean, encourage your students to strive to be the best that they can, to reach their goals, to recognize their strengths, to focus on learning how to learn so that they're going to be successful in the future. And 10, encourage your students to identify several alternative strategies from which they can choose from. 11, allow for periods of silence. Avoid feeling like you have to interrupt a moment of silence by talking. Allow the students to reflect on the subject at hand before going on. And 12, show respect for your students as people and try to understand what their struggles are. 13, maintain professional boundaries. A tutor is professional when your students may share a lot of information with you, right? And you need to know when to tell them that it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate. 14, we need to be non-judgmental. Don't make assumptions about students and treat all your students as individuals who want to learn and have the ability to learn, no matter what their personal background or their circumstances are. 15, you need to have the desire to help and make a difference. You need to get satisfaction, like seeing other people succeed. And 16, you must be able to explain material in multiple ways. I mean, understand that not all students are going to understand the concepts the same way in the first time. And you need to be able to sense when students do not understand and be willing enough to try another teaching concept. So if the student is having a good experience because the tutor shows these qualities, it is very likely that they're going to talk positively about the tutoring to their parents. And then the parents are going to talk to the other parents and they're going to refer you. And that is the easiest way to run your business. Now, next, you need to surprise and delight your customers with a personal approach. And this is what's going to make you stand out from all of the other larger companies. So we can always give the personal approach in such a higher quality level than other people do. Some tutors, they give feedback after every session, or they give monthly feedback on how the tutoring is going. I personally give another assessment 3 months in, and then write up a report to let the parent know how their child is doing. And if at any point they would like an update between that, I let them know they can always ask. I always have great data to share with them. I also hold a party every summer to celebrate my students' success. So they can swim, eat hot dogs and brats, and I personally make them cotton candy. And of course, this is for the kids that live near me, right? It's a lot of fun, and the kids, they look forward to being invited every summer. Even when I'm not tutoring them anymore, I still invite them. And when I visit a certain area, I always check to see if any of my students are nearby. So if they are, I message the parents and see if they want to connect. And it is so much fun to meet them in person, and it is always an awesome experience. And one time I was in California for a conference, and I met up with one of my students at the hotel, and we had breakfast together. Well, if you guys have liked this content so far, please hit that like, subscribe, and that little bell so that you can be notified when great info just like this comes out. Now, I'm curious, how do you personalize your tutoring experience and wow your students? Comment below and let me know. Now, this next piece of advice, you have to be careful because it's important to automate processes to run your online tutoring business, but you need to be careful how you do that. Your customers may not appreciate it as soon as you do it. So I thought it would be an awesome idea to hire a virtual assistant. And at the time, I was thinking, oh, I can have her deal with the reschedules. The problem was she was in the Philippines, my students weren't. So she struggled even more with the time change than I did because she didn't know where they lived. I soon abandoned this idea because everyone was getting flustered. And then I began using Calendly. So now I send them a link and they can find a time that's going to work with their time zone so they can do their reschedule. Now, I created a video about Calendly and have put a link in the description. Check it out. But you can automate the invoices or the payments each week as well, or each month, and clients love this. I personally use Stripe and PayPal to make this happen. And having, many tutors, they often get frustrated, angry, and mad when a student doesn't show up, right? But all of this can be alleviated by putting in some systems with some solutions. I mean, once you put some of these systems in place, your client can then get reminded 60 minutes before a session starts. You can make it easy for them to reschedule because unexpected events do come up. And you can use a tool like 10 to 8 or Calendly. And you can put into place a 24-hour policy for cancellations. You know, I personally don't mind doing any reschedules for my students, but you got to take a look at what's going to work best with your temperament. Now, having these systems in place is going to put you in a professional light when it comes to your business and how you personally run it. And lastly, you want to make a positive impression right from the start. So make sure you're on time, you look the part, and you make the session fun. And learn what motivates your particular student and use this to engage them in the learning. You can offer choices whenever possible. Most kids, they don't get the opportunity to do this in school. They're told what to learn and when to learn it. But there are many opportunities to make it personable. For example, I give my students choices on books and I ask them if they'd like to work on this skill or would you like to work on this skill at other times. Ask them getting to know you questions to find out more about them. And the child has a lot to say about whether they tutor or not. So if you gain their trust and they like you, they will want to continue working with you. Now I'm going to share with you how I'm about to wow my clients to help you wow your clients. So March 25th to the 27th, I'm actually hosting my very first retreat where a handful of tutors are going to get to experience what their funnel is like from their client's perspective. Now, if you didn't see the video that I did on last Thursday, definitely check it out because in that video, I share exactly how to create your funnel so that students from all over the world can find you. But once you create that funnel, you want to know what it's like for the client to go through that experience. And that is exactly what we're going to be taking a look at. And we're going to be able to determine like which areas are good, which areas do we need to continue to work on. And you're going to have a group of people that are going to be able to guide you step by step. So this is the amazing house that we're going to be staying at. And it is right on the canal in Cape Coral, Florida. I mean, we've got an infinity pool, the amazing canal, and just an incredible weekend planned for you. So if you're serious about starting this online tutoring business and you really want to make sure that you are creating the best customer experience, you need to be at this event. Now, there are only 4 spots left. As soon as I open this up, in 1 week, half the spots were taken, and this is only for a small group of people. So, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that this might be a great opportunity to really grow your business and network with myself and other online tutors who are serious about their business? Awesome. If you live in the area and you're interested in joining us, there is a 1-day only ticket that you're able to purchase. However, I do want to let you guys know that the price of this conference is going to go up March 1st. So right now you are able to come on in. Your food is included for Saturday night dinner, Sunday's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with Monday's breakfast as well. All the food's included. Your stay is included, all for the low price of $600 for the entire event. Now, if you decide to join us afterwards, after March 1st, the price is going to go up to $700. And if there are any spots left in April, it's going to go on up to $800. So come on in now, join us while you get the lowest price possible. Many people want to get bigger results, but they don't actually take the time to put themselves in situations where they can get bigger results. And getting guidance from a coach one-on-one and with other people in the same situation is the perfect way to do that. So what are you waiting for? Come join us and really get your funnel up and going to get those clients from anywhere in the world. Well, you guys, that's mistake number 29 of the 29 mistakes online tutors make and how to fix them. Now, if you missed any of the videos in this series, there is a link that has them all categorized for you to binge watch in order. So check it out. And join me next week as I start a new series called The 6 Habits That Will Grow Your Online Tutoring Business. I care about your success, and I'm going to keep sharing these awesome videos with you. My name is Joanne Kaminski, the online tutor business coach, helping you get found, hired, and referred. Here's till next time.